Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
The San Diego Council on Literacy brings you Literacy for All with your host, Jose Cruz.
Welcome back. I'm Jose Cruz from the San Diego Council on Literacy. This is Literacy for All on WS Radio, and my guest is Vinod Lobo. He's the founder of Learning Upgrade, and we're having a great conversation about a great product and just what Vinod has done with this product to, in essence, give the masses access to literacy and English language services and, well, maybe other things. You're teaching other languages. I don't know. Tell me, Vinod.
Yeah, we're adding a lot. We have 1,000 lessons now, and that covers all of English, not just reading, but writing, listening, grammar, and all of math, all the way from kindergarten to algebra. So that's a lot of math.
Yeah.
And then we just added our GED and HiSET, which is to get a diploma. But what we're really excited about is we're about halfway through digital literacy, which is our new course. And I didn't realize how important it was till I got deep into it. But so many people don't understand what's the difference between a cloud document and a local document, or things about privacy, things about technology. And so digital literacy is going to be a fun course.
That's a whole other thing. We're not really having that conversation the way you're having it with yourself and your team. I mean, to us, digital literacy was an introduction to computers and the internet. As I recollect, Vinod, your team is people in your family, educators, and yourself, your background. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's my family involved. My mom is a professional Hollywood songwriter, and so she brings that kind of production values and creativity to the game. And in literacy, you don't have a lot of that. You have a lot of academics creating fairly boring stuff. Yeah. And we create kind of exciting stuff. And she's a teacher, a credentialed sort of teacher. So also Ray Blabbett, who's an artist, been with me 22 years. He lives in Ocean Beach. We have John Banks, programmer, and then Sunita's been with me 20 years.
And tell me your background.
Now, I'm a computer engineer from UC San Diego.
Okay.
I have an MBA. And my background is growing up doing music with my family, my parents. I've been in studio since I was 2 years old.
So this is nothing for you.
This is every day. We just recorded 4 songs on digital literacy last week.
Very good.
In our studio. And then also, so what we were wanting to know in the 90s is how do we combine computers and CD-ROM, which was new, and sound. Computers just had sound, by the way, in the 90s, with technology, with education, and with music. So how do you combine music and video, education, and technology? Yeah. And first it was CD-ROM, now it's apps. Yeah. But it really doesn't matter. In fact, we're working on stuff for Alexa, where you could just talk, and you're in your car, and you say, Alexa, have Learning Upgrade teach me the times tables. And the whole thing will teach you, and you'll be quizzed, and the kid's yelling out 5 times 3, 15 from the back seat.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. Okay.
What's important is not to focus on technology today, but focus on learning. It's learning that's important.
Right.
Technology is a tool.
Hey, Vinod, I want to go to a topic, or this is my talk, but that is that we keep talking about how to seriously address the challenge of low-level literacy in the U.S. Yeah. And my rant has always been that we need systemic changes. We need to evolve into a culture that outwardly communicates that reading is important and that message has to be out there. And what you've just told me is that you're using this technology that we're all using, and that's creating, in essence, an environment where we're surrounded by learning and ideas and information and all of that.
You're right, surrounded by learning, but also what's important is you need new pathways to the person who needs help. And what I've realized is traditional pathways. I love libraries, adult schools, it's all very helpful, but it's all kind of mired in a certain system, and it's going to take a decade or two to change. And I say that sincerely, working with them every day.
Yeah.
We're not going to help 36 million adults learn to read with that system.
Yeah.
Because that system serves about 1.5 million adults a year.
And you have to enroll. And
you have to enroll, but also the funding, everything is kind of, I don't know, it's just stuck, okay? And so to move past, what's exciting is things like UMI Learning Center or Grand Pacific Resorts. We're working with public housing in Carlsbad, and there's a public housing site in Oceanside, that's actually enrolling people in Learning Upgrade. And this is public housing.
Yeah.
In Chicago, Heartland Alliance, they work with poverty and homelessness. They're enrolling people.
Wow.
So, and then some people are just getting our app straight off the app store.
Just finding it.
And they just buy it for $7.95 a month.
Yeah.
There's what we have to do, like you said, is make it so that learning is available everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's no barrier.
And it's
not
fun.
It's not about driving to this center or about paying this fee or... it's got to be accessible. We've made a goal of our company to help 1 million people next year. 1 million people. That's not a small number.
No, that's a big number.
And we have to do it. And our family has made a commitment to it because it's actually possible.
Yeah.
We're talking with Google. We're talking with Pro Literacy. We're talking with a bunch of people. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
The thing is to set your mind to it and get to work.
I'm very excited for you. I'm proud of what you, because I've known you all these years, and just so proud to see that this is taking place, and so glad for the people that we've been serving over the years. I mean, we want to be out of a job, and I think you've got a piece of this thing that's responding to modern day life. People are going to want to know, so I'm going to ask you this question as it relates to individuals who really struggle with math and who really struggle with reading. How confident do you feel about the impact that Learning Upgrade is having with them? And now we know folks who have severe issues with phonemic awareness, et cetera, but in terms of the impact that your product is having with them.
When people cannot read, there's only 3 real causes. Okay, there's English learners. We're having a fantastic success with them. Then there's special needs, people who have a brain block to reading. We've always had a great success with them. I think something about music and the fact that we do things a different way. If you teach phonics the same way 50 times, the person not getting any better.
Yeah.
But something about music and video and games comes at it all from a new area. And the third group is people in poverty,
right?
Whose socioeconomic circumstances, they're the easiest. The funny part is they're the easiest.
They gave them access.
The reason they're the easiest, they don't have a brain block.
Yeah.
They know English. So what's the problem? The problem is in America, and it's sad, richest country in the world, they can get through to 3rd grade, 5th grade, adulthood,
You're telling
and
me.
still not read. It's a crying shame. But, in a way, we have to be revolutionary about this. You can change a school maybe in a decade. You can change a adult school or library in 5 years, but you can't change this stuff overnight. You have to go to the people.
But you have Learning Upgrade. You have the app, and this is picking up momentum. And I really hope you hit that 1 million figure. I believe you will. Is there any last words you want to give to our audience about how to access your product and anything else you want to say?
If there's someone that you think needs help, you go to learningupgrade.com or you go to the App Store on your device and download Learning Upgrade. You click Get Started, and you can enroll them. And they can do some lessons for free, and then after that, it costs very small amounts of money. But it's a way you can really help them. So download the app and have some fun.
Yep, and they can do this sitting in their living room, hopefully with the TV off and focus. And they'll probably want to do it that way because it is quite engaging. And sometimes, we've heard in the past, this is for kids. No, it's not. It's actually quite appropriate for all age groups. We're so glad to have you, Vinod. Welcome back maybe another time, yes?
Yeah.
And I'm Jose Cruz. This has been Literacy for All, our radio show. We're on WS Radio, the worldwide leader in Internet talk.
raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children.
After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
In the military, things can change in an instant. Your personal life is just the same. Just like you protect our country, you want your family protected. That's why thousands of military members trust Navy Mutual Life Insurance. Navy Mutual is nonprofit, providing current and former Navy, Marine, and Coast Guard families with life insurance, no sales fees, and no military service restrictions. Protecting members on active duty and beyond. Call 1-800-628-6011, 800-628-6011, NavyMutual.org, insuring those who serve.
Nowadays, internet devices are an integral part of your home. Everyone in your family has a smartphone, tablet, or a computer. Life is easier knowing that all your devices are secured and your family can surf the internet carefree. ESET Multi-Device Security Pack does just that. One license for all your devices. With ESET, it's simple to stay protected and save money. Enjoy safer technology with ESET Multi-Device Security Pack at ESET.com. That's ESET.com.
I've heard this is like one of the best pizza spots in town.
Yes, it is.
I'll do a slice of pepperoni, slice of vegetarian.
You got it.
And I will pay for all of that in 3 days.
In 3 days?
What's that mean? Well, wait, you accept credit cards. That money's not going to hit your account for 3 days anyway.
I need my money quicker.
At Chase, we hear you. With Express Funding, card payments are in your Chase account the next business day. Go to chase.com/expressfunding. Chase for business, so you can.
Compensated participation. All businesses are subject to credit approval. Not all clients are eligible for next business day funding, and additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Tired of presentations with no impact, no inspiration, and no traction? Do dull speakers have you and your team disengaged and distracted by smartphones? Christopher McAuliffe brings energy, insights, and 2 decades of experience, delivered with punch, humor, and heart. Your team will leave energized, uplifted, and with a sense of purpose. Visit ChristopherMcAuliffe.com to bring some heat to your next speaking engagement. McAuliffe. ChristopherMcAuliffe.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.